Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? That off, that's garbage, that's garbage. Where's the music? Where's the tunes? There's the tunes. How's everyone doing today? It's Friday. Heck yeah. It's my favorite day of the week. Or is it Saturday? What's your favorite day of the week? Turn the camera. So today we are carrying on. I've got my step ladder out for when I need it, because we probably will need it at some point. Yeah, we're taking another look at the FLSUN S1 today, simply for the fact that we didn't really get a lot of time with it on Monday. That's what day of the week it was. It was Monday. So yeah, so today we're just going to take a look at the stuff we didn't really get a chance, because when we unboxed it, I mean, it's so big, it's not even in frame. So we unboxed it, we got it set up, and then it's just been sitting back here. I've done a print, because you know, what you should do is anytime you get a new printer, what you should do is you should unbox it and print like a demo print. It's like one of the prints that come with it that's pre-baked in with the G code already made up, and you make sure that the printer actually works. And then once you get the slicer installed and everything, the very first thing you should print on your printer after you get it set up is something simple using a very stable filament. So of course I printed the Tower of Baradur 390 millimeters tall in some silk PLA, because this is how you test a printer. I had to print it in two parts, so it's like split right here, just so this area printed with support, the rest didn't need support. And it's held together with 3D glue. Boop, boop, boop. So yeah, there you go. The Tower of Baradur. This took less than 13 hours. It is 390 millimeters tall. It is about as big as I could scale it on the XY. That's what limited me, was XY scaling, because it does have a decent footprint. This was an overnight print on that machine. Now, granted, it was with the stock settings, which we're going to go through, because I don't even know what the stock settings are, but they could use a little work. So first things first, let's get this unloaded. We got this loaded with some plah. Let's control nozzle 220. Let's get the plah out. Let's get the plah out. Congrats, Trevor. What's going on with Trevor? What? Just because I need to tell everyone after January to try and wait for having a baby. Congrats, Trevor. Everyone's congrats, Trevor. Sleep now while you can. Sleep now while you can. Because soon. And then, yeah, what else? If you haven't yet entered, every stream we do give away a spool of polymaker filament. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance to win. I do want to give a shout out to FLSUN for providing this printer for testing and evaluation. Obviously, I'm not being paid to show off this printer. Words and opinions are my own. Blah, blah, blah. Other generic YouTube disclosure bullshit that we're supposed to tell you. Go get some Neuro treats. Are you connected to my network? You are. So in the meantime, what I've done is I've actually gone ahead and I have I've updated the firmware. So we are running the newest, or whatever, the newest version of the firmware. So we're good there. So what I think today, are you making clicky noises? What we're gonna do today, I think, is we'll get some ABS loaded in. We'll get some proper plastic loaded in. We'll do a few calibration prints just to make sure, just to see how the machine is printing stuff accurately. And then we're gonna set it up. I wanna print something really tall in ABS, because that's something that I know people are gonna go, does it have a chamber heater? No, it doesn't, but I don't think it needs one. So let me get some abs loaded up in this. We need some good color abs. What's a good color abs for showing off? Let's do green. I'll do green. There you go. Polylight ASA. Polymaker Polylight ASA. Brand new spool. And it's a bright green. So that means it'll show up on camera horribly. Collapsible swords. Honestly, collapsible swords are kind of a print in my opinion for this kind of stuff because they're not big. They're small. I mean, it's a tolerance test print, yeah, but it's a lot for a tolerance test. You really got to make sure you got it seated all the way down when you load this. Put the temperature up to 240 and extrude. Sure it bites the filament. Try and not have it catch. There we go. There we go. Extrude. Turn the heater off. 0. Did you get the spool scale on the printer to work? I don't know how to see it. I don't know where it's at. So apparently, for those that don't know, there is a scale. If you look, this spool, see how it kind of moves up and down? That spool holder is a scale. But I don't know where to find out the weight. I can't find anything in the UI to clean, calibrate motor, like, and I can't find anything on the screen to tell me what the, like, I've got control, I got move, filament, maybe filament, load, unload. No, it's 35 Celsius with 30% humidity in the dry box though. Calibration, no, settings, all AI, general, guide, about. Like, I don't know where to go because there's no way to get back to the main menu either. There's no like home button. So I don't know how to actually like, I don't know what this is for. There's like a light bar here. I don't know if it does anything. Tapping that button doesn't do anything either. So yeah, I don't know how to actually get it to go home. It added it in the newest firmware. I've got the newest firmware on it. I'm running the firmware they sent me. I'm on whatever their newest one is. I just don't know how to see it. The light bar is a status. AI got triggered. Yeah, it's got like whatchamacallit AI. It's got like filament detection, like spaghetti detection. Okay, let's print some stuff. So what I'm going to do, we're going to do the Voron calibration prints because those are nice and simple. Community, GitHub, Voron 2. Test prints. There we go. So download that, download that, download that, and we'll use my own cube. So I got their slicer installed. Now, they sent me, a newer version of their slicer, but I can't get it to install. So we're doing like version 1.12 of their slicer. This so far, is probably the critique I have the most. Their slicer is very kind of hacky. It's based on Prusa slicer according to their notes and everything. But the thing is, it's obviously like very bamboo inspired. So it's kind of, it's kind of hacky. Like if you want to change settings, there's no like bar. Like obviously this looks like Orca / Bamboo Studio, but it's Prusa Slicer. So to like change your settings, you have to like go over here. And also like if you're in simple mode, you only get the simple settings. And then if you want to, you got to close this, go to expert, and then you can get more settings. It's kind of funky. Okay, let's see what they got for ASA. So we got ASA. Oh, let me load my calibration cube. 1 second here. We got 3D models. There we go. Okay. Can you copy the settings in Orca? At this time, not really. They have something because this has a segmented bed. So for those that don't know, the bed in here, there's multiple different heaters in it, and it only turns on the heaters it needs. Apparently, to get that aspect working at this time, that only works in their slicer. Now, the UI being a little funky is workable. As long as like the bones under it, that like the slicing engine and what the settings actually do is the segmented bed is Orca. Okay, if anyone has a link to the Orca slicer profile, that would be appreciated. We're gonna go with their slicer for now because that's what we're doing. So let's see what we got here for settings. So what do we got for settings? Cooling for ABS. You have 55% fan speed for ABS. That's no. It's a CPAP. You should be running like barely a fan. $260. I'm gonna bump those. Okay. And let's see, what do we got for speeds and feeds? So if you want to know what the speeds this runs default, here you go. So 500 perimeters, 200 small perimeters, 400 external perimeters, 800 infill. Travels are 1200, Z travel 0. Do we have a Z hop? It does have Z hop. Okay. So here, let's prepare. Let's bump those wall settings up. Layers and perimeters. So we'll do 3 walls, 4 top, 4 bottom, and we'll do like 20% infill. There we go. There we go. And there we go. So this is a little, this should only take about 38 minutes. So send code to the printer, upload and print. So I already have the printer tied in. There it is. So we're good there. So I do have like the CPAPs on already. Cool. So what I should be able to do, because this is, running Clipper, a actual normal firmware for 3D printers and not some weird bullshit. Let me do this. 1, 2, 3 webcams, edit. Copy, close that. Okay. One second here. There we go. Okay, so now the first layer is low again. So I got to figure out what's going on with the first layer on this, because I had really good first layers on this print. So the test prints we did on Monday, the first layers were really smushed. And then I printed this after updating the firmware, and that first layer came in beautiful. And now we're smushing it again. I wonder if it's flow for first layer. I wonder if the slicer... No, because I didn't change any settings. Let's take a look here. Infill. Where's flow? Infill. Advanced. First layer. No, it's first layer's fine. It has that. Nick, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying my first layer is smushed. Synonymous purge line? Not really. It's common with deltas. A lot of deltas start. It's like a macro. A lot of deltas use a purge line that's like go from like 3 o'clock to midnight or something like that. They always, a lot of them do a quarter. The only downside is this webcam is going to be... Let's see, can I see if I can switch to a different... and get a higher frame rate. There we go. Yeah, it's over extruding like a mofo. Yeah, this is looking disgusting. Let's see here. Let's see here. Why would it be over extruding to all hell with ABS? Density. Honestly, it shouldn't be that big of a difference, but it is over extruding this ABS series to all hell and back. And it's not getting better. Yeah, that's shit. What's going on here? Oh, new version of Orca Slicer. Download the new version of Orca Slicer. What's SCV? 1 second here. 5. Square corner velocity is 5. What's it doing? Yeah, no, this is junk. I'm canceling this print. Yeah. That ain't right. I don't think it's the filament being wet. Because the purge line is consistent. So somebody was saying they have an Orca slicer profile for this now. Does anyone have a link to it? If you can link it to me in the Discord, that would be mucho apreciado. Anyways, let me install the newest Orca slicer here quick. He hasn't released it. Well, then why did you tell me that? Well, then there isn't one. We have cold fusion. Really? Can I have it? Oh no, we're working on it still. Well, all right. So what's going on here? What's going on here? Why? Finish. Okay. So what's going on here? What's going on here? Let me open up Orca Slicer, see what they got for the value in of ABSs. Ooh, they changed the font. That's fancy. Okay, let's go to... Wow, that bed thing is working great. Which one is probably... we'll go with one of the default ones. Okay. Diameter, flow ratio. Extrusion multiplier, density. Density is 0.1. See, it shouldn't be that big of a difference. Because the extrusion multiplier is 1. The density is off too. What's the density? 1 point. Yeah, let's change that density. How much you want to bet that they use the same value for everything? Let's take a look. So let's generic ABS. Discard. So there's generic ABS. So what were we on? PLA? Yeah, they got the same density for all of it. PET. Yeah, it's the same density for everything. That's why. So I'm assuming flow ratio is the same as extrusion multiplier. Gotta love when nobody uses the same frickin' settings. Try that. Okay, let's try this again. Send G code. Upload and print. Try this again. See what happens. I'm tempted to paint this. I want to try and paint this, but I don't know how. I'm wondering if I like hit it with some like black paint on like kind of like an upward angle, and then hit it with some like dark gray on a downward, if it'll fortress. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Need to figure out why that is way over extruding though. That should not be doing that. See what we get. Okay, we're waiting for everything to heat up. Is that Baradur? It is the Dark Fortress of Baradur. Okay. So let's see here. Now, to be fair, it could also be the ABS. I really don't know. This is a fresh spool of ABS, but it's been sitting on my shelf for a couple weeks. So it could be extremely soaked. That could be the other thing. Yeah, it's still okay. Maybe go up a bit. No. No, it's still printing like shit. And you can't go up more than 0.02 millimeters. It won't let you live adjust more than 0.2 millimeters at a time, and you can't save it. That's another problem. I don't know why they did that. They like locked out the ability to live adjust Z. I've never tried ABS. I've never tried my ABS either. That's why I'm not too thinking that might not be the issue. Just trying to figure out what's going on. Where'd the music go? Sorry about that. I realized I had my settings all still set up from Steve. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's printing this ASA like shit. Bad batch ABS, it's oversight. It's polymaker, I doubt it. So why is it over extruding so damn much compared to the PLA? Because I didn't have this issue at all with the PLA. It's ASA, but it's polymaker ASA, which I use the exact same print settings with ABS and ASA on all my machines, and it's never been an issue. So. Trying to figure out why it's way over extruding. How's a crowded laser behind me looking? It's not too bad. It's the only laser I've ever played with, so I can only really give you like one opinion, which is, it's not bad. Yeah. I'm wondering if it's the slicer. I'm wondering if it's the slicer. Extrusion multiplier. The extrusion multiplier is just 1, which shouldn't be that big of a deal. Like it being off a fraction shouldn't be causing like this. This is way over extruded. And I'm trying to figure out why. It's not an Orca clone. It's based on Prusa Slicer. It just cosmetically it looks like. No, something else is going on. For it to be this off at stock settings, something else. I don't think it's like, oh, we need to drop extrusion from 1 to like 0.95%. There's something else going on here, I think. Well, they don't have configuration. They don't have any test prints in here for like flow. Pressure, advanced value. It should all be auto calibrated. And the thing is, it all works fine with PLA. There shouldn't be that much of a difference. They're really like, if something works, if the printer prints just fine in PLA, when you swap it over to ABS, you should not be seeing what I'm seeing. Bad slicer. That's what I'm thinking. The problem is I don't know where to start. They can't really just like, I can't really just rip them out. Export G code, because I don't think I could save this as a .3mf. No, I can't. That's the new version. Here, let me see if I can re-download it. Because they sent me an they sent me a newer version of the slicer, but I couldn't get it to work. Let me. Oop. Ooh, that's always good to see. I'm getting a care package from Gamer Subs. More FLSUN. Where is the email? Shipping information. Give me your slicer. Where is your slicer? No, it's Hey Taylor. No, it's 1.12. That's what I have. Yeah, I have 1.12. Yeah, no, I've got their slicer. That's what I got. 1.12. Okay. Could be the update. No. It's running the newest firmware, and this was printed after I put the new firmware on it. So it's not a firmware thing. The bed is expanding. It shouldn't be affecting it this high up, though. This is a millimeter up, and it's still looking like poop. Here, you know what? Since... Try that. So we'll try with the PLA settings at ABS temps and see how that goes. See how that goes. Because here's the thing, this print's fine. This is PLA. It printed fine. And we've switched over to ABS, and now my first layers have gone to shit. And flow is way out to lunch. So, I'm really wondering if it's a slicer thing. Because the material, yes, ABS is, well, in this case ASA. Yes, it's a different plastic. But it shouldn't be that much different. Like we shouldn't be seeing, I shouldn't be seeing the deviation I'm seeing if it was just, you know, oh, you have slightly off settings. Something is a little bit more fucky. No, it's... And my first layer's gone to shit. What has gone on here? Yeah, no, you're garbage. You're garbage. Okay, I gotta let that... Yeah, no, no. We're canceling that. I'm gonna recalibrate the machine. I'm recalibrating this machine. Something's off. And I don't know what's going on here. Let me go through the calibration again. It said I didn't need to do it after putting new firmware on it, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I don't trust it. What did... Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna just rerun the calibration. I probably should anyways, because now it's on a sturdy bench. Settings, control, calibration, start. What did... That's not what I want. There you go. Okay, so we're gonna do all that. Start calibrating. I just told it to calibrate everything. Yeah. Flow ratio is different. Well, I've been 3D printing for 2017. I know that. But usually it's not that much of a difference. The amount of over extrusion I'm seeing on these prints is way more than you would get from like, oh, it's slightly off a little bit. You may have to tweak the value. It's like, no, something's off. Let's do an input shaper now. So while it's doing that, don't forget, if you haven't entered yet for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, link in the video description, enter for your chance to win. So hurry up, get on that. While you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and if you want to help support the channel, content I create, things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, you give memberships to others. That's what the real cool people do. Let's... Go. At least it's not leaking. So I'm wondering if I were to just try and bash together an Orca slicer profile, just using the bed as is, would it work? Or if it wouldn't heat the bed up right? How do I store my filament? On a shelf. You just, is there a new version of the slicer? Do they have the, is there a slicer on their website? Let me see. FLSUN slicer. Kyber, thank you for coming a member. Cheers and appreciate it. Let's take, so we got FLSUN. Where is your slicer? FLSUN slicer. What is, oh, they got a new version. Okay. So this is newer than the version I have. So let's put a new version on this. So let's close you out. Discard. Discard, get rid of all that. Okay. That's always good to see. So I was on version 12. This is version 13. So this is a newer version. Okay, next. Next. Put generic filaments, sure, whatever. Next. Finish. Okay. So generic ASA. Yeah, this is different because these icons changed. External wall flow. Yeah, we got some different values here. Okay. Okay. Cooling is different as well. Okay. So it does look like this one is different. I don't like that much cooling. I don't like that much cooling for ABS. Okay. Is there configuration? Where is dark mode? They don't have a dark mode. What the hell? Iconic Fab, hello there. Okay. I don't know what it's doing. It's just saying calibrating. I'm assuming it's doing a PID tune. What is? I don't know what it's doing. What are you doing? What is FL Chungus doing? Oh, it's doing a PID tune. Okay. Yeah, it's going through a whole. It never did this originally, so we are redoing all the tuning, I think. Or it's heating the extruder to 140 at least. What is it doing? Bed level start. Does it calibrate for? Well, here's the thing. It has the not LiDAR going on. Sweet. It's a week out from OpenSauce, so I'm getting all my like emails like, oh, what you could look forward to on your flight. Oh, your hotel room is almost ready. Blah, 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 blah. Check under advanced tab for the first layer extrusion width with ABS. It's 0.9 now. It was filament. First layer, it was like 1, now it's 0.9. But first floor flow is 1.1. I don't know. Also, look at the temperatures. Cooling. Wow, that is hot. Why is it 300 Celsius? No. Why do you go to 300 Celsius? 260. What is this? Slice engineering trying to cook the numbers to make their hot end look better? We don't. What the hell? 300 to print? No. Okay, what are you doing? It's just saying calibrating, and it's. Yeah, I'm turning you off. You're getting annoying. How fast does it print? Fast. This was an overnight print on it. Yeah, 300C is way too hot. Okay. So, let's get you back online. Not loving the height. Welcome to a Delta. This is nature of the beast with Deltas. Did you... You son of a bitch. Why do you keep doing this? I have to tell it to reconnect to my Wi-Fi every time it boots up too. That's another annoying thing. Like half the time when it boots up, it doesn't connect to the network. I have to select my network on the touchscreen for it to connect. Joseph Pitt, thank you for coming to member. Cheers and appreciate it. Okay, so this is their newest version of the slicer, so we got that. So let's try this. So G code to S1, upload and print. Okay. See how that goes. Yeah, it's got a filament dryer built in. So the fun thing is this dead space up here where the filament spool is dead space anyways. Like normally on most printers, this, like on a Delta, this would be here no matter what. At least they're using it for something on this machine. Because the motors go all the way up to here. So the machine would be this big with or without the filament spool dryer built in. But they took advantage of the room. Deltas are confusing due to the nature of how they move the head. It's not confusing, it's just, that's just the motion kinematic of it. It's like Core XY. Core XY, when you think about it, the same thing, you got two non-moving motors that by moving together, opposed, or one moving and the other not, make all your motion. So even Core XY's got a funky motion system when you think about it. Just trying to figure out why my first layer is shite. Okay, do your purge line. Oh, here. Let me refresh the camera. No, it's still... And the thing is, I can't... It won't let me adjust my first layer. You can adjust 0.2 millimeters of offset, and that's it. It's funny you said changing one didn't change much, but that's what they changed it to. Well, the first layer is still smushed to shit. So I don't know how this came out okay. But even on the test prints we did, the first layer was smushed to shit. And I don't know why I can't live adjust. I don't know why it's not letting me. You can only live adjust or live adjust your Z 0.02 millimeter. Why would you put that limitation in there? I muted myself. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I'm just gonna let it go. It's just really overflowing that it's I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna email him. You know what? We're just gonna email him. FLSUN. FLSUN. Hello. Hello. I can't pronounce that name. Hello. Cool. I'll just let Google do that. Carrie. I'll call you Carrie. Underway. Machine. Firmware. Up to date and using US slicer settings. But even after first layers are way to the bed and the firmware is limited to only being able to live adjust the Z 0.020 millimeters at most and cannot save that value either. Okay, cool. Why can't I fix my shit? Yeah, we're just gonna let it go. Whatever. Is what it is. Okay. Okay. ASA and AB. Okay. Here's where we find the people in chat who get their information for 3D printing from YouTubers. ABS and ASA are within margin of error of each other. As long as you use good ABS filament, you're probably never going to tell the difference between good ABS and good ASA in most use cases. Like there's really, you know, I've got that Voron right there is printed with ABS parts, and that Voron right there is printed with ASA parts. And guess what? You can't tell the difference between the two, as long as you use the good filament. The problem is there's a lot of shitty ABS out there, and a lot of the older ABS resins aren't as good because they were made using ABS resins that weren't specifically formulated for FDM. They were formulated for injection molding. So if you take ABS pellets that were designed for injection molding and use that to extrude filament out of them, you're gonna get much worse quality of prints, and it's gonna stink. So if you use good ABS, like something like an MG94 based resin, which is beautiful resin, ABS prints beautifully. There's a reason the speed benchy folks use it. It flows like butter. It's consistent. But people get it in their head that like, oh, ASA is better than ABS altogether. And it's like, no, it's not. ASA is ABS formulated for UV resistance. It's just that most ASA filament, because ASA is much more niche, is made using good filament or good resin. Whereas you still get a lot of that shitty ABS out there. Go buy some gamer subs, code Canuck Creator, 10% off. You do realize I'm a YouTuber. I am? Oh, I'm a Twitch streamer. I'm a Twitch streamer. Go sub to the Twitch channel. Oh, speaking of housekeeping, since most of you are here now, I'm assuming. The stream today, we are going to end a little bit early, probably around 1 o'clock as well. Unfortunately, just timing's got stuff going on. Also, at this time, no stream tomorrow night, unfortunately. I was really looking forward to doing what I wanted to do tomorrow night on stream, but unfortunately, wife's got overtime, so I can't fit it in the schedule. And then Sunday, I'm streaming with Steve. So either Monday or Wednesday, we're gonna be unboxing the which one can I grab here? Which one can I grab? Let's grab this box. Grab this box. So I had a delivery the other day. Was it yesterday? Or no, not yesterday. Wednesday. It was on Wednesday. I had a delivery on Wednesday. It was big. It was big, and it was delivered during a thunderstorm. So at some point yesterday, a pallet with many things on it showed up from some folks over at Pantheon. So I've got a bunch of boxes, and then I also have a pallet that I have to unload. But yeah, so I don't have a Prusa, but I have a Pantheon HS3. Where the hell am I gonna put that? Yeah, it's here. The Pantheon is here. But they sent me a whole bunch of stuff here. I got like the goodie box. 3D printing a proper workshop. Like the live chat Discord. The default settings, FLSUN. Okay. .8 for the first layer. How is yours that much different? This is like the newest slicer, like. Wait, actually no, they're the same. Wait, no, that's not the same. Yeah, okay, who just linked me that? Who is that? Okay, Steve Alpha, what version of the slicer are you running? Because I literally just downloaded the newest version of the slicer, and mine does not look like that at all. Like, this is mine. Mine is using nozzle diameter. Yours is using percentage. Where did you get that? Like, 0.4, 0.8. So are you, like, are you in percentage or what the hell in nozzle diameter? What? You're in nozzle diameter, so that's way off. Why would it be saying 0.8 for nozzle for first layer, for extrusion width when it's 0.4? It's 0.4. What? Where'd you get that 0.8 from? I got it from Discord. So just some random dude? And is he saying use 80% or use 0.8 millimeter? Because you're using a 0.8. You're telling it to extrude at a 0.8 millimeter width right now in your slicer settings. Not 80%, if that's what you were thinking. Because right now this is in millimeter. So if I change this to 0.8, it's extruding at 0.8. Well, it's better now that we're not doing first layers. So you got it from GitHub. Well, I downloaded the slicer from GitHub too, but mine doesn't have that value. So I'm wondering if they did like a small update. Ooh. This is 3D printed on their machine. I've got a ton of project ideas for this printer. Mostly a lot of cosplay stuff, I'll be honest. Is that a torque? That is a torque wrench. So for those wondering what you get for $15,000 with the 3D printer, get a torque wrench, get another torque wrench, wear Allen keys. I'm assuming that's some sort of grease distribution system. This is all 3D printed as well. Here's your socket adapters for all your screws and torques and nuts and bolts and whatnot. Nozzle tips, some extra grease. Is this coming out? Or is this locked in here? Yeah, that's locked in there. Is this a loan or is it yours? I don't know. They haven't actually said yet. They haven't actually said. They just said, hey, do you want to play around with the Pantheon? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay, here you go. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm not going to say no. I'm going to operate under the procedure. At some point, they're going to ask for it back. I'm rolling with that for now. But they haven't actually, like, straight up told me yet. 15K? Yeah, it's 15,000. I mean, you can Google it. Pantheon HS3. I've done videos on this printer. I've talked to him at Rapid last year and this year. Oh, sorry. It's 10,000 US. It's 10,000 US. It's 14,000 Canadian. Now, here's the thing. Yes, this is a pricey machine, but this is competing against machines that are 25,000. What's in here? Is this filament? I gotta try and unbox some of this so I can make room to actually unbox the printer. Ooh, oh no, we got... Speed matters. So affordable. Actually, this machine is extremely affordable. For those that are looking into this kind of machine, it actually is affordable. It's actually really affordable for what kind of machine it is, let's be honest. Oh, we got stickers, thank you card. Oh, shipping info. Pantheon 100% uptime package. Cool. Cost of the engineers using it. Yeah. A little checklist of everything. So like the crate the printer comes in could be used as a workstation. I'm like, oh, that's cool. PTFE. Power plug. Comes with a soldering iron. Comes with a portable soldering iron. What? Oh, just a... Okay, it comes with a soldering iron. Okay. Yeah, you're paying for the printer, the support, the uptime, it's 11 at night on a Saturday, and this needs to be done by the morning, and the machine is down. I need somebody from your company to remote into our network and recalibrate the printer. That's kind of what you get. They just give you a bag of desiccant. Klein tools. Seriously, look at this. 3D printed opener, box cutter. That is cool. And it's actually like, I have one of these. These are printed on the machine. Deburring tool, spatula, Craftsman. They give you a little chamfering tool. Little 3D printing chamfering tool. Oh, that's cool. Holy shit. I didn't mean to go through this today. I just am. Fadus nozzles, 4 spare nozzles, hardened Fadus nozzles, 4 of them. A whole bunch of heat set inserts and soldering iron tips. Glue. A whole chamfering chisel set. Paper towels. Well, they sent the 100% uptime package. So I'm assuming it includes like all the goodies. By the way, I'm gonna have to move the laser. I think I'm gonna put the Pantheon right here. It's the only place I can put it is right here. So I'm gonna have to put the Pantheon there. You got one of those bad boys coming? I've got it on the other side of this wall. It's in a crate. For those wondering, there it is. We're on top of the SV08. No, that's where the positron is. Positron's on top of the SV08. Zoom tight. How's this printing? Okay, it's doing much better now, but it's still overflowing, I think. I don't know why the first layer is just gone on this. I'm not the only one that has had that issue. I've spoken to a few other 3D printer reviewer peoples, and I'm not the only one that's had issues with the first layer on this machine so far. Let me lock my ISO for a second. 1 second. I don't know why it never saves this value. What else we got in here? Oh, extra beds. 2 extra beds, it looks like. Oh, extra tool head. So, here's a Pantheon tool head. That's a custom hot end made by Slice. And it comes with a nozzle, so it comes with 5 nozzles. There's your... So it's an extra tool head. That's all machined aluminum. So it's all 3D printed and with carbon fiber. I think it's carbon fiber nylon and machined aluminum. And all custom PCBs as well, it looks like. Yeah, the Pantheon streams are going to be fun. I don't know when I'm going to do them. I want to do them obviously as soon as I can. But I got a feeling it's going to be after after I get back from whatchamacallit, open sauce. Simply for the fact that, like, I would like to get it out. I would love to do a... Because, so, here's the problem. We got a stream on Sunday with... I won't be able to do my normal Saturday night stream tomorrow. There's still a slim chance I might be able to. Odds are I probably won't be able to. Simple as that. So there is a small chance, but don't plan on it. If it does happen, I'll put a notification out. Like, hey guys, I'm going live. Come join in quick. But it looks like... I would love to try and get it out and on the bench, and we could do a stream on, like, Saturday or Monday or maybe Wednesday. Problem is, I'm leaving Saturday, or correction, I'm leaving Thursday for open sauce. So I got to pack and all that at some point. Their stance on using other brands of filament is sketchy. I mean, is their stance basically like the RB Dragons? I understand it. Like, when you're playing with these kind of machines, it's like a different world. Okay, it's a different. It's a completely different beast than us kind of printing whatever, YOLO, I built my machine. It's a completely, okay, let me, when you're dealing with machines of this cost in these kind of use cases that are being used, like, for those that don't know, like, a lot of movie props. Vancouver is big with making, like, cinema and movies and whatnot. And I guess there's a few prop shops in the area that use the Pantheon machines to make movie props. What was the one with John Cena? The guy, what's his name? Peacemaker. Apparently, like, all the helmets for Peacemaker were printed on Pantheons and then post-processed and whatnot. Oh, is this their dry box? Yeah. So this is the dry box you get. I'm unwrapping it now so I can throw all this out. Like, all the boxes. So I don't have room. So this is the dry box you get. Try if I can, oh wait, that's the hinge. So yeah, this is what you get for a dry box. It's, you know, it's extruded stainless steel. It's welded too. Like, it's a welded stainless steel box for a dry box. Oh, you can adjust the width of the, like, how the spool rides. if you need to use like a different size spool. That's cool. Extruder bent. I don't know. It might be formed and then like a seam welded out of a single sheet, but I can't see. It's all. And then I think this is where. Yeah. It's got a plug. It's got a plug to seal off the Bowden tube. Jeez. That is not. That weighs as much as the Tico. Oh, that's for removing the spool. Oh! Oh, that's cool. So you pop it. It's got an ejector. How's the prints coming? Prints are coming okay. What other box do I got? I've got 2 more boxes here. This box. Some of these might have filament in it. I'm just trying to like break it all down so I Oh, it's just another dry box. Just another dry box. These are nuts. Yeah, another dry box. I want some. Okay, so for the next 4 hours of the stream, for every gifted donation, buys you 10 seconds of bubble popping until we run out of bubbles. So if you want, you know, we don't have a hot tub and we don't have a bell that goes off if you donate, but for every gifted membership from now until the end of stream, you get 10 seconds of bubble popping. I think there's 1 box left other than, yeah, other than the pallet itself. And this is the heavy one. Oh yeah, this is heavy. Yeah. Somebody's contemplating, like, if I donate like 20 gifted memberships, he's gonna have to pop bubble for a while. Lee Smith gifted 5 memberships and Andrew Rogers gifted 1. That's 60 seconds of bubble popping. Yeah, this is all their filament. So there's the filament. So we got a 3 kilogram spool of carbon fiber nylon, 3 kilogram spool of glass fiber nylon, a 3 kilogram spool of carbon fiber PETG, and 2 of those. So carbon fiber nylon, glass filled nylon. How much? What's the percentage fill? I don't know what the percentage fill is. Mr. Minden gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciate it. I'll get to it in a second. I just want to see what the percentage is on these spools. Does it even say? No, it just says carbon fiber batch number. That. Wow, these are chunky. Has a lot of carbon fiber. Yeah, this machine apparently, like, yeah, it can do like ABS, ASA, all that fun stuff. But I guess it really shines at the filled, like carbon fiber and glass filled. That's what seems to be very popular. They're worth so much more. I know. I could almost pay off my car if I were to sell this printer. Okay, let's do bubble pop because you guys donated for it. So that's what? So that's just under 2 minutes. So. What's the difference between glass and carbon fiber? Stiffness. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure glass is stiffer than carbon fiber. But on the flip side, it is also extremely abrasive. Like, anytime you see something that's injection molded and it's glass-filled plastic, that stuff shreds the molds. Like usually when we built molds that were going to be running like glass-filled polypro or something, the molds would be made out of like hardened H13 tool steel for any part of the mold that would be in contact with the injection molded plastic. Like we've done some glass-filled, I have some glass-filled high temp nylon parts on Toasty. And that stuff's bulletproof. And I printed a benchy I could stand on. It supported my weight, and I weigh 185 pounds. And we had to I had to whip it at the ground to break it on concrete. Any plans for a build with an LDO Nighthawk 36? If I get one, maybe, probably. We've done Nighthawk builds, the regular Nighthawk. Functionally, they're the same. It's just a form factor difference, as far as I'm aware. The only difference is the form factor. Are you guys enjoying the ASMR bubble popping? How hot does it get? No idea, but it hasn't been an issue. Sorry for you guys machining H13. That wasn't my job. I just put the tools together after machining. But yeah, usually you would machine it all and then you would send it out for hardening, which would really suck when it comes back from that. And they're like, oh, hey, we forgot to drill and tap like a bunch of holes. Can you go do that by hand manually? It's hardened H13 and it's already been hardened. Have fun. And you're like, fuck for life. By the way, this is way quieter without the fan going balls to the walls. Like, you can still hear the movement, but it's nowhere near what it was with PLA. By the way, and for those wondering what's going on with the armor, the Helldiver armor, just waiting on paint. I don't have the time right now. I've got house stuff and whatnot. The Fallout suit, I'm gonna be reprinting a bunch of the parts for it. I wonder if you can guess what machine I've been waiting to show up to reprint a bunch of the parts on it. Okay. On the bright side, I have all these nice U-line boxes now. I'm gonna print functional power armor. Well, I might be hitting up Polymaker for some more carbon fiber nylon filaments. Because here's the thing, as much as I'm not an amazing, huge fan of PETG, let's all admit, carbon fiber PETG is pretty Gucci. If you have a machine that can print carbon fiber PETG really good, you get something that's really stiff and it's got really good layer adhesion. Because the downside with using carbon fiber on a material like ABS doesn't have the greatest layer adhesion already, and then you add carbon fiber, which degrades your layer adhesion. That's why like carbon fiber nylon makes more sense. Nylon is a very strong material, but it's not exactly stiff. So you add carbon fiber or glass fill to your nylon and it makes it really stiff and strong. So you get the impact resistance and also the rigidity. Can you print a helmet on the FLSUN in one shot? As long as the helmet fits on a 320 square or circular platform and is under 420 millimeters tall, you're good. Luke gifted 20 community memberships. Cheers and appreciate it, Luke. I've got a whole other thing of bubble wrap here to pop for you. I'm just trying to collapse all these boxes up to make some room. I've got to be actual like smart with room now because, you know, it's not exactly like I'm running out of room. Oh, wait, I am. 10K is a lot of money for a 3D printer. yes and no. Like, I've been trying to get this through, like, trying to get this point across. I don't think a lot of people fully understand. The printers that I build, that Joel shows off, that CNC Kitchen, well, CNC Kitchen gets to play with some cool stuff every now and then. We're only a fraction of the market. Little Timmy going to Micro Center and buying an Ender 3 to print dick butts and flexi dragons to try and sell on Facebook Marketplace for an overpriced price. Those people, they are a market, and there's plenty of companies that make their entire business off selling stuff to that market. However, that is not the entire market. There is a market for, yeah, we're a company that does, yeah, that for us, you know, dropping 200 grand on a machine is nothing, because we do hundreds of millions in sales a year. And our budget for new equipment is 50 million a year. And we need 3D printers. What are we gonna do? We're gonna buy the ones that have a uptime. Uptime is the key. The reason, it's all about uptime. In the professional world, uptime is key. Because if the machine ain't running, you ain't making money. You're losing money. So, yeah, you can go buy a fleet of vendors, but guess what? They crap out. They go to shit. When it's 3 in the morning and the machine's down, and you got to finish a print by 1 the next day, like, there's a reason there's a premium tier of 3D printer. And you go like, well, yeah, you know, I could pick up those motors on AliExpress for 30 bucks and a Duet too, and you know, yeah, but are you going to go through the trouble to get a custom machine frame with custom installation and provide support and updates and everything at any time of the day, on call? Yeah. Which temperature? I don't know what temperature. What temperature are we getting in here? According to this, I don't know. Do I have a temperature, a chamber temperature in here? Hot bed, heat bed, extruder. No, I don't have a temperature. Okay, what I can do is this. Because, oh wait, these are aluminum. Oh wait, that's steel. Okay. I just do this. Stick that in there. Okay, so that's out of the way. Okay, so now cheers, Luke, for the 20. So that's what, 10 seconds per. I don't know. You get until I'm out of this, because I made a joke that for every gifted membership I would pop bubbles for 10 seconds, but this is all I have left, and we're probably gonna run out. What's the theoretical uptime for 2.4? It depends. You built it. I don't know what kit you use. I don't know what components you use, and I don't know how well you build a printer. Like, in a perfect world, uptime is always. My key takeaway from talking additive engineers at Formnext is, what's a boron? Whole different industry. Yep. Boron is massive in the at-home hobby DIY 3D printing scene. But like, look at how many boron cereals there are. Creality sells that many Enders in like a month or two. Prusa sells, you know, what, 250,000 Prusas a year or something like that. Like, it's a fraction of the market. DIY machine is niche. It is. It is. Hospitals pay a lot for a hard drive because one of the drives for an image server starts to give more error. Somebody's on a plane with a replacement because downtime in the med system is down. Yep. There are as many HP Jet Fusion printers as there are boron. Yep. Look at the Min-Mackies. Think about it. Like the Min-Mackie printer is the one that Joel just did a video on that could do multicolor, like the multi-jet stuff. Think how many of those are used in custom models, movie props, stop motion, television, cinema. Like, there's, and believe me, those machines pay for themselves. Those enterprises. Yeah, that's something like I don't think a lot of people understand, because everyone approaches this from their own viewpoint. And that's something I've been trying to get out of people's heads for a while, is that just because it's not the machine for you doesn't mean it's not the machine for somebody. It's like, what is it? Prusa just came out with their, oh my God, Prusa. Joe. So Prusa just came out with their enclosure for the XL. Prusa XL enclosure. I think it's fine. So Prusa just comes out with their enclosure. And people immediately go, I could buy a P1S for this price. I can go buy a Bamboo. Okay, go do it. Who cares? Like, why are you letting us know this? We know. We can all see this price here. My eyes work. Your eyes work. If your eyes don't work, okay, turn on closed captioning. But I mean, like, okay, cool. It's like, go spend 2 minutes on the Bamboo subreddit, and I guarantee you'll find a post from somebody going, I came from an X or an Ender 3 or a Prusa or some other generic printer, and they're like, I can't believe how good this is. And everyone gets around in a circle and high fives each other and pats everyone on the back. It's like, cool. Okay. We get, okay. Like, do you work for another company? Are you being paid to promote another company? No, you're a fanboy. Okay, cool. But anyways, it's like, okay, yeah, it's $650. Okay, so we got custom stamped components, custom stamped sheet metal components, all kinds of custom work on all these panels. These baffles here, I guarantee you, are not an off-the-shelf baffle, so they had to reach out to a company that makes baffles and or bellows, and get a company to custom make the bellows. This ring right here is also custom. That's stamped sheet metal. So that's die work as well. So you're talking die work, custom metal breaking, bending, all the custom panels. You have to also get all the custom packaging for everything, the design aspect of everything. It takes time to design stuff. I mean, like, it is what it is. And then what else do you get? There's also everything that ties it into the machine. So there's a custom metal bracket that's bent and whatnot. That costs money. You also get a HEPA system. I don't think a lot of people mention that. You get a HEPA filter out of the box with it. You also get LED strips with it. Like, you get a bunch with this. And yes, it is expensive, but it's an expensive add-on for an expensive machine. It is what it is. The XL is a tool changer. Because it's a tool changer, you have to pretty much use umbilicals. Because you're using umbilicals, they're going to be big and annoying. The reason Prusa has the umbilicals come up and do that big hook with that metal spring in them to keep them vertical like this is for reliability, because they designed the machine more for reliability and consistency than they did compactness. So now you have to engineer this massive top hat to enclose it all. It is what it is. You can get away with a lot less when the printer just has a single tool head. So it is what it is. And the best part is, if you don't want it, cool, don't buy it. You want to DIY a solution cheaper? Cool, go for it. You want to buy one of the aftermarket ones a few different people have designed? Cool, go for it. It is what it is. Like, I'm assuming there is a profit on this. But like, the cost is the cost. And like, I don't know where this is being manufactured. If this is being manufactured in-house, no, there's a good chunk of the cost, because, you know, we can all just go to China and get it cheaper. At least for now, the China prices are going up. So it's like, it is what it is. If you don't want it, don't buy it. It's not for you, it's not for you. If it is for you, it is for you. Buy it. Am I gonna be building it? I don't know. They're sending me an XL. I don't know if it's coming with the enclosure. I hope it does, but I don't know. Key difference, Prusa are made in the EU with EU pay checks and regulations. Yep, that's another thing. So I you know, if this enclosure is made, like, I don't know if all the components are or what, but I mean, like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Remember, I used to work in a tool shop. When I worked in the tool shop, I was talking with the project manager. We could get plates. So a plate of steel, 8 feet by 4 feet by 3 inches thick, tool steel with all the holes and everything for a top plate on an injection mold. Okay, we can get that plate from China, machined and ready to go on the tool, delivered cheaper than we could buy the raw steel here in North America. And then we would still have to go through the process of of doing all the machining to it, blanch grinding and everything. And I asked the project manager, like, how do we get that price that low? Like, how are they able to get it delivered to us, done cheaper than we could buy the raw steel? And the response I got was, they sell it at whatever price they need to get the sale, and then the government just comps them the difference so that it can keep the lights on. Now, is that the same in every industry? Probably not. But if they do that in one industry, look what's going on with Tesla and BYD. Chinese government goes, hey, you want to open it? You want to sell your Teslas in China? You have to build a gigafactory here. Build a $2 billion gigafactory. And, Western company sees money signs in their eyes. Ooh, the whole Chinese market to myself. And then, of course, they build a gigafactory. And now all of a sudden, all their tech and everything, BYD and Xiaomi and all the other Chinese EV companies come out. And they're able to do what Tesla does cheaper. Because, they can over there. And they're using all the tech that they... And now Tesla is doing shit over there. It is what it is. So. This said, didn't this say like a 30-minute print? What are we at right now? $46. It estimated an hour. Okay. You're at the BYD factory? Nice. Subsidies, also live right by the factory. Oh yeah, that too. Like yeah. I remember, what was it? The cost to make an Ender 3, like a bone stock Ender 3, was like $20 to $30. The material cost to make an Ender 3 is like $20 to $30 over there. You know how many tool heads? I don't know. I think it's the 5. What is home? How far China has progressed in 4 years? Yeah, but the problem is I don't think it's stable. I've got a really good feeling, at least, just going off of what I see other people who know more about the situation and stuff than me. A lot of it is kind of like a paper economy, and it's like, we'll see how it actually goes like long term, because remember, China is a very big importer of stuff. They are heavily reliant for other nations for power generation, like fuels, like gas and oil and whatnot, and also food. So, the whole joke is everyone's dependent on China for everything. So, you have to be nice to China because we're all dependent on China for cheap labor. Well, they're also very dependent on the rest of the world for materials and the stuff to keep the lights on. What is the FLSUN? It's just green ASA, polymaker ASA. But I'm hoping this gets done soon because it's saying like 13 minutes left, so hopefully. Probably the PCB and screen. How cheap the CPAP system will be available. CPAPs are common. I've got a CPAP system on my VZBot. This has a CPAP system. Big Tree Tech is coming out with a quiet CPAP. With a better driver motor. So I don't know when that's coming out. I want to get one of those because I want to put one of those on the S1 here, because that CPAP is loud. They were saying something about a muffler, but I don't know where that's at. Quarter to 3/8 of their rice is imported from 20. Yeah, yeah. What is it? There's that strait. Is it the Strait of Hormuz? No, not Strait of Hormuz. That's the one in the Middle East. There's a strait in the Southeast Asia where like whoever controls that strait could like basically shut off all deliveries to China for oil and food, and like that's it. They're done. That's why they're all about that 9-dash line or whatever. But anyways, politics. We're not going into politics. Let's move away from that. Strait of Malacca, exactly. Big Tree Tech, CPAP's already sold out. Oof. Hope Sony creates an orca slicer. Yeah, I'm really, like, I'm looking at these prints. They don't look horrible, but you could tell they, this is why, this is the problem we had the exact same issue with the SV08. Okay? The hardware isn't bad. The hardware isn't bad. And in this case, the firmware ain't bad, except for the fact that, why can't I live adjust the Z? Like, literally, in here, you can't live adjust your Z more than 0.2 millimeters. You can't. And you can't save it. Why? I don't know. I don't know if this is running. I gotta do some tests. I don't know if this is running in like a read-only mode, so you can't modify it or something. But I'm so... It's why I don't do printer reviews. It is so annoying to get a machine that has, you know, this... Hardware-wise, I'm really digging this. I think this is a great setup. You know, it's just, it comes out the door underbaked every time. And now we got a slicer that, like, did you test it? Like, did you play with it? Like, so. Doesn't know how to be used. Is that true? The manufacturers accept it from the outside. Yeah. Check the min position of the Z stepper. You probably have to increase it. Oh, that might be it. Let's take a look here. Machine. Stepper. Well, there is no Z. There is no Z stepper because it's delta, but min temp. Min temp. Minimum position Z, -5. Let's try 6. No, that wouldn't matter because I need to go up. I need to go up. It's not the min. It's not the min that I'm worried about. It's. I can't go up more, not down more. I need to go up. I've been a BYD investor. How are you a BYD investor? Aren't they a Chinese? Can you even own BYD stock? BYD stock. Oh shit, you can't own BYDs. Oh, it's on the Shenzhen market, but... I mean, if you've been owning for 18 years, you're getting a pretty good return. I don't know how much 235 Canadian or Chinese monies are, but... Everyone is a maker, only I am a printer beta firmware tester. FLSUN has issues with their firmware for sure. The SRs on Clipper are killer. I know. I really wish, like the Magneto isn't too bad. It's getting better. But I really wish that, like, hire a Clipper dev. Hire somebody who's done work on Clipper to actually, like, instead of just taking what you know works on your Marlin setup and just kind of hacking that into a Clipper setup that mirrors it and then calling it a day, actually, like, take the time to learn the firmware, see how other printers use the firmware, and basically just copy what the other successful printers do with Clipper and then just interpolate. Just interpolate. Like, can you raise the Z offset while the print is paused? Maybe. I don't want to risk it though. Apparently it's got a power supply in it though. That's something, you know what? We're going to test that right here because I've got next print. I'm going to start a print. I'm going to turn it off mid-print. I want to see how power recovery works. Like a battery backup. I think it's just enough to like save and shut down the machine. By the way, according to this, it is currently, well, next to the bed, it's 43 Celsius. But the temperature is still going up, so. Is that offset macros? Well, we have printer, time-lapse, and FLSUN function. That's it. We only have 4 config files here. And a bunch of this has to do with, like, I don't even know. Like, it is nice that, you know, I do have full access to everything. I just... design budget probably went to hardware, leaving nothing for firmware. I know, I'm not going to say which company. It might be pretty obvious if you know what I'm talking about. Apparently, like, outsourced everything in regards to software and firmware when it first came out. And that explains a lot of the issues they had on the early days. Is basically, like, they just outsourced it. I haven't been hit with the new YouTube UI yet, luckily. I haven't been hit with the new YouTube UI. I'm still on the nostril dumbass. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Nostril dumbness. Cheers, thank you for becoming a member. Yeah, the problem is with the UI is you have a whole marketing team and people who are UI engineers that they can't just leave it alone. You have to justify your existence by putting out new updates and everything. That's the problem. That's why, like, Reddit, nobody changed the Reddit UI for years and it was great. And then the company was like, oh, we're going to go public and whatnot. And now it's got a new UI that's shit. Plus, we got to fit more ads in it. And compete with Cheaty and put a heater in the box. Fun fact, the reason the Cheaty has a heater is because it leaks air like a sieve. Simple as that. You don't need a heater. I don't know why people think having a heater is like... It's nice to have if the machine warrants it. The problem is a lot of these machines don't need the heater. They need a better enclosure. And because they don't have a better enclosure, they put a heater in it. It's like, what is it? The X1E. The engineering $2,500 bamboo. They put a heater in it. It doesn't need a heater. It needs to not have a poop chute. It needs not to have a massive hole in the back of it so that all the air leaks out. Because, you know, my stock Vorons with just the bed get hotter than any printer I have with a chamber heater. By the way, does anyone have any recommendation for a tall ABS print? I need a tall print. I want to do something somewhat cosmetic. I want to set this up to do a tall print while I'm gone. Or like overnight kind of thing. I need a tall print. What's a good tall print? I want to print something tall in ABS that isn't too not like a crazy long print. Like, I mean, technically the Battledore Tower was Saturn rocket. Let's see. I want to print something that's not a vase mode print though. That's the thing. I don't want to do a vase mode print. I want to print something tall because I want to see how it handles ABS. Yeah, we'll just do the rocket engine. Just do the big rocket engine. That's not what I wanted. Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower isn't the type of model I want to do this on. I want to do something that is almost like a Can this not load 3MFs? There we go. Okay. So this has a max of, what is it, 420Z? What's the max set on this? 420, I want to say. $430. Okay, so it's 320 by 320 by 430. So let's scale this up to, if it does 430, let's go to 420. Nice. Okay, so there's 420. Generic ASA. Two wall. Okay, so this is fully stock settings. Supports none, brim none. Could I, where's my infill percent? Do I have to go in here to infill? Okay, infill. 15%, we'll do like 10%. And we'll do, I like cubic. Okay. Slice down. By the way, this was like a 200 and something megabyte G-code file. Cool off with my fan. I did put some of the TH3D bed adhesion helper stuff on here to try out. Okay, so here's the calibration cube, overhead cube. So remember, the setting, the top layer ain't too bad. It's a little over extruded. Remember, the settings are all pretty YOLO. Everything on this is still pretty YOLO. So I'm sure there's room to improve a lot of the settings and finish and whatnot. 695, that's right. Yeah, too tight. Bearings do not fit. I do want to recalibrate my Z offset on this. That I do want to redo. Do that quick here. Okay. Settings. Control. Calibration. We want to do bed leveling and accuracy. Start. By the way, the little tabs at the back for like locating the bed could be bigger. Okay, let's see. Does this actually work? Okay, that one seems to be okay. Yeah, Well, they thread together. They do thread together. They actually thread together pretty good. So, in terms of, as long as you don't go from the layer with the first layer, because the first layer is over extruded. But yeah, all the threaded calibration prints, they do mate together good. The cube, not so much. The cube, not so much. There you go. 700 grams of filament, 15 hours. So what I want to do is I want to let the printer... What are you doing here? Oh, we got to wait for the bed to get to 60. Okay. I'm going to recalibrate the Z offset in the bed mesh. And then I'll run that. So that'll probably happen after stream. So we're just going to send that G code. Upload that to the printer. 120, only 130 megabytes. There we go. Is it cube first layer issue? No, it's both sides. It's both sides. Actually, the first layer, actually, the bushing kind of went, or the bearing kind of went in. Not so much on the flange. But this part is no good. Yeah. I mean, it does go together, but it's tight. Like, you probably could build a functional printer out of these parts. You might just have to do a little cleanup. How to fix small random areas where it doesn't extrude and leaves behind a bubble and retraction area. Turn off gap fill. Gap fill. Gap fill is when you're like printing, like the geometry leaves like a little area that's not filled in because of the way the lines are, and it goes bleh, and it just does a little drop. That's gap fill. So should probably open that up. I'm gonna leave the thermometer in here to see. Let's see, can I attach this anywhere back here? See what I could do. Do I trust this? Because I want to put this like more up in the chamber. No, I don't trust that. I'm trying to find something I could stick this to that's like steel. Trying to think where else I could put this, because this is aluminum, it doesn't stick, and I don't want to leave it on the bottom. I want to put it like midway up. Actually, I can mount it sideways. There we go. I'll just put it sideways. There we go. That fits. So now I've got the thermometer mounted right about here inside the chamber. So that'll give us a good reference. So at 1 o'clock, we're going to be doing the giveaway. So if you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, link in the video description, enter for your chance. You may want to do that now. And then don't forget, there probably, unfortunately, will not be a stream tomorrow night. If there is, it will be last minute. It'll be like, hey, I'm going live. And we'll try and figure out how to put a Pantheon on this bench. Otherwise, assume no stream, but hope for the best. And then don't forget Sunday, I'm going to be on Steve's channel at, I think, 1 p.m. Eastern we start. And we're going to be building continuing with the positron build. So that'll be Thursday. So. Not fall mid. Well, it is magnetic. It's just, there's like a bracket, a steel bracket right here that goes around the frame. That's where the handles are. And I couldn't get the magnet to stick, but if I rotated it, it sticks. And according to that, it's 39 Celsius in there, but it's going down because the door is open. Check the message on my Discord live stream chat. The Z-off thing with the F1 was probably setting in the screen config. You can access the GUI with your browser, right? You should be able to adjust that offset through there. No. We were trying to do it during the stream. I can't adjust it in here. I can't You can't adjust it more than 0.01 or 0.02 is the only thing you can adjust it. You can't adjust it more than 0.02, even in the even in mainsail. How long does it take to build the positron? I don't know, but we've got where is the posit audio manual. Positron. I gotta find the manual. Guides. Positron. So we are done. Me and Steve are done part 1, 2, and 3. We have to do this, which will take 2 seconds. This will take a couple seconds. The tool head, that'll take a couple seconds. The base plate and final assembly. Where the plan is, we're kind of hoping to try and get as much done of the build on Sunday. That way Tuesday's stream on my channel is more of a wrap up and first print. Because I think the firmware comes pre-flashed. Like, I think it comes with the firmware already installed. So in terms of like the actual firmware shenanigans, should be relatively minor. Yeah. We're waiting on it to cool down, and then we'll do that. So it does print. Print quality seems pretty okay. It could use some, yeah. Once there's a, this machine needs a Orca Slicer profile, because Orca Slicer has all the nice built-in calibration features. This thing needs a good pressure advance tuning. It needs input shaping redone. It needs some more tweaking. Hardware-wise, I'm really liking the S1. It's operationally, it's new. If that makes sense, it's new. Like, nothing I'm seeing here is like would make me go, oh shit, don't touch this. It's more like, yeah, they could have spent more time working on these profiles and making sure everything worked a little bit better. How is it imposing a hard limit on this head? I have no clue. That's why I emailed them going, hey, why is it doing this? Just off top, I received a Q1 Pro, the old version with no alignment of the bed, no Ethernet, worst of all, leaking nozzle. Well, that sucks. I would hesitate to call any new printer a bamboo killer without using it for at least a month. Here's the thing. Are you ready? You ready? I'm going to do something. There ain't no such thing as a fucking bamboo killer. Quit falling for the marketing bullshit, people. Bamboo's a good printer. Guess what? The moment you need something that you can't do on a single nozzle, it's useless. The moment you need to print something over 250, it's useless. It has its market and its use cases, like all printers do. Nothing is a bamboo killer. People keep calling bamboo the Prusa killer. Guess what? Prusa sold more printers last year than they have ever. So much for being dead. And that's in year 2 of bamboo being out. Or, sorry, like the second full year, because they just had their 2-year anniversary. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's like, quit falling for the marketing BS, guys. And the Twitter, Discord hype trains. It didn't even kill the Ender 3. The Ender 3s are still around. If anyone's gonna kill bamboo, it's gonna be bamboo doing a dumb marketing move. Plus everyone getting all hyped thinking the next flagship. I love how nobody called new printers a flagship until Bamboo started doing it. Now it's like, when's the new flagship coming out from your company? It's like, what? Yeah, the next flagship. I'm ready to take bets. It's just a bigger Bamboo. It's just gonna be an X1B for bigger. That's all I think it's gonna be. Some people are like, it's gonna be a tool changer. It's gonna be IDEX. It's gonna be all these expensive things. Why would they make more expensiver when, you know, people keep buying this? X1L, yeah. 3D and AI, oh God, AI. Raises or replaces the reflector cost. Yeah, they're doing the DJI thing. It's common in all industries where If you're able to come into a market and you don't have to worry so much about costs, because you know other entities in your country are able to offset your losses for a bit, or you could draw funds from you know, when you get in your carpet company started up, you can draw funds from other entities, like a capital group that also funds Anchor, Anycubic. Oh, there's Bamboo, Billy, Shein, RDA. Aren't these the bad guys in Avatar? 10 cent, yeah. So you come in, you sell at whatever price you need to sell to get the market, and then once you have the market, because you know you've brought up people that only know how to do 3D printing within your ecosystem. They don't know what live adjusting Z is. They don't know what a PID tune is. They only know how to use 3D printers that are part of your ecosystem, because your ecosystem is its own thing, and it's a walled garden. And once people are trapped in your walled garden, they will stay in your walled garden because you have trapped them in your walled garden. It's a thing. It's a thing. And then once people are all happy with their lower price and their easy ecosystem, well, now they're stuck with you. So you start raising your price. It happens all the time. It happens in every industry. It is what it is. It's Apple. It's Apple. Although, as we found out, this has more USB ports than an Apple MacBook. For less. Just look at the Bamboo subreddit talking about filament. Yeah, for some reason they seem to think Bamboo filament's amazing when it's white box. But yeah, go to the Bamboo subreddit and find, like, let's Reddit. No, not RackRobo. Reddit.com/ and you will see people asking the most basic questions because they don't know. They don't know. They're like, why is my print warping? Like, oh, I got a blob of death. How do I fix a blob of death? My print is warping. Why is my print warping? It's like, because prints warp. It is what it is. When are you going to do a wire EDM on stream? Whenever I get the kit. Whenever I get the kit. Yeah. Whenever I get the kit. Oh, shoot. I got to go. Let's do this giveaway. So if you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, link in the video description, or correction, you'll have another chance on Tuesday, unfortunately. I gotta wrap this up because the wifey's got to go to work, which means I've got to go watch the little guy. Does the S1 do the Z homing level before or after the bed? So it's a Delta. So it has like a bed mesh and everything. So it saves a bed mesh and everything, but then it references that to like fixed and stops at the top. So I don't think it actually does a Z home. It might do like one Z home at the start using the nozzle probe. But after that, it doesn't do like a mesh before every print. It just pulls up the saved mesh. Save. Okay, marbles on Steam. Where'd my marbles go? There's my marbles. They know where they are because they know where they're not. Mitch, are you going to Open Sauce? Are you going to Open Sauce, miss? I can't remember if you're going to Open Sauce. $371, finish. Okay, let's do this one. That looks cool. Ooh, look at this. So this is all of you. This is all of you. Oh, wow, this is a long one. Okay, get it started. Go! So whoever wins gets the filament. So we got some Thunderdome rules going on here. Who's going to go down the hole first? Who's going to go down the hole first? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Somebody get the Interstellar theme playing right now. Open sauce, but not Murph. Okay. Who's going to Murph? Who's going to Murph? Who am I going to see in 2 weeks at Murph? I haven't even got a hotel yet. I should probably do that. Yeah, I will see you at Open Sauce next week. Andrew Rogers is in the lead. Oh. Andrew Rogers is dead. Remember, exclamation mark, zoom zoom makes you go faster. Oh, where's Chuck? Chuck's in the lead. Oh, nope, Chuck's down. Oh, there goes Chris. Bye, Chris. Everyone wave bye to Chris. Are you trying to do a calibration print into ABS at PLA temps? I can't see my slicer because I got marbles up. Oh. Richard. Oh, Alan won. Alan snuck in. Alan snuck in. Okay, whatever you're trying to do, it's failing. You're blobbing. I probably should have had PLA loaded for that. It's trying to do a calibration print with PLA. Okay. So Alan Kilgore, congratulations, Alan Kilgore. You have won yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. Let me fix my printer really quick. Main menu. Shoot, 1 second. Close the game. 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 Open that back up. Stop. Cancel. Okay. Get that blob off there. There we go. Okay. And now it's stuck in like a boot loop, so I gotta turn it off. Okay. We're gonna call it there. Who won again? Who was it that won? Who won again? Was it Al? Was it who was it? Alan? Alan. Who? Alan Kilgore, right? Alan. I think that's the right Alan. Yeah. Alan Kilgore. Okay. Congratulations, Alan. You have won yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. You're going to get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from Polymaker. I want to redo the calibration again. Okay. It was me. Okay, so we're going to call it there. Unfortunately, as of right now, there will be no stream tomorrow, but there is a chance it may still be on, but don't hope on it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, assume it's not. Control, calibration. Okay, let's just do bed leveling. Let's just do bed leveling. So yeah, so we're going to call it there. Again, shout out to FLSUN for providing the SON. This will probably be the last stream that's like focused on the unboxing of this. We'll probably use this because it's gonna, believe me, this thing's freaking heavy. I ain't moving it anytime soon. It's gonna live here for a bit. So we will be using this, but this will be the last like FLSUN S1 centric stream for a bit. So shout out to FLSUN for sending this machine. If you want to know more about it or get one for yourself, there's no affiliate link or anything. I'm not saying yes, buy it, no, buy it yet. I can't make an opinion on it yet. I think it still needs a little bit more time in the oven slicer wise, but nothing hardware wise, which that's good. But But yeah, and also shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we gave away this stream and every stream. Links for all of them and more in the video description. Some of those links are affiliate links, don't cost you anything extra, go a long way in supporting the channel. Go buy some gamer subs, use code Canuck Creator, get 10% off your order. I think they got some new waifus out today. I don't know. I think so. I don't know. They send me new stuff, so we'll find out. And then, are you done now? I don't know what it's doing. And of course, it doesn't help the cameras off. And then for those that donate to the channel, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create, without your continued support. You make it all possible. That is it for today. I will see you on Sunday, for sure, on Steve's stream, where we'll continue on with the positron build. Goodbye. G-subs won't be there in time for open sauce, or I'll bring some. Aw. It's good stuff. I like it. It's my go-to, like, just drink now. So, and they're sending me some less risky cups that I can actually show off on stream, because unfortunately the pay money Wubby one, Denise does not leave much to the imagination, put it that way. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. I'll see you on Sunday. Bye. Enjoy your weekend.